Hey YouTube. Hey YouTube! I have a 6-year-old PC with me. Can it run in 2019? Yes or no? Let's check it out. This PC is 6 years old. It's a mix of old and new.
Let's plug it in and turn it on. Now, let's remove the side panel to see what's inside the computer. You can remove the side panels easily by unscrewing the 4 screws. Unlike modern cases, this case uses a plastic side panel and not tempered glass.
Start out with number 1.
A 3rd gen Core i7 3770K CPU, which is deleted.
Number 2.
The CPU is cooled by the Sigmatech Scalar 120mm all-in-one cooler.
Number 3.
And MSI Z77MA G45 Micro ATX motherboard.
4.
There are 2 sticks of DDR3 G-SKU whip jaws, giving you 8GB at 1600 MHz.
And 5.
A 120mm NMX fan at the exhaust to remove hot air from the computer.
In addition, the owner has upgraded some of the components to keep up with modern gaming titles. Number 1, of course, we have the upgraded GPU.
There is the Palit GTX 1060. I don't know what version of Palit GTX 1060, so let's assume it's just this.
In addition, he has added the accelerometer cooler so that the GPU can run at cool 60 degrees during game load. Number 2, a beefier and stronger power supply unit.
EVGA 500 watts 80 plus bronze power supply unit.
Number 3, a solid state drive for much faster boot up of games and titles.
A Samsung 840 EVO 250GB of fast storage, fast read-write times. I believe he puts his OS, his games and his media files on his SSD.
4.
And finally, where does the owner house all of his new components? He has chosen a new PC chassis, a Cooler Master Box Lite 3.1.
Let's run some benchmarks to see how well the GPU and CPU fare during game load. Benchmark time!
Just you and me! Moving into cover! Give me some suppressive fire, now!
Benchmarks. What do you think? I think it's done surprisingly well. Why? After Intel came up with the 2nd gen of CPU, there has been a lot of sandbagging up to the 6th gen of CPU. Of course, AMD used the opportunity to come up with Ryzen, and that was when Intel felt like the pain of losing money, losing customers, and that's why they came up with the 7th gen and even the 8th gen CPU. Power of the Core i7 9900K! But you'll be surprised. There are a lot of people out there in this world are very comfortable playing on a 2nd gen CPU because they play games, for example, like CSGO, League of Legends and Dota 2 on a very happy and easy to go 1080p monitor. It happens a lot in Malaysia and Malaysia and Thailand who don't want to fork out extra cash to play modern titles or to fork out extra cash to upgrade to a newer CPU. You'll be surprised that even the people in Singapore are very comfortable playing on such resolutions. Save them extra cash because a 1080p monitor only runs about $150 and they don't need to fork out extra cash for DDR4 memory because from 7th gen to 8th gen require DDR4 memory. Also in the Americas and Europe, there are people who are very comfortable playing simple games like CSGO on 1080p resolution. Number 2, if you're a content creator like myself, if you don't like Intel, you can also opt for Ryzen 5 2600X, which I'm currently using for much faster video rendering times and even dual monitor setups. Number 3, there is much better resale value for 3rd gen Core i7 as compared to the 3rd gen Core i5 on places such as Amazon, or in Singapore Carousel.
The main reason why a 3rd Gen i7 has better resale value over the 3rd Gen i5 is because the 3rd Gen i7 has hyperthreading. Hyperthreading gives the i7 4 core 8 threads over the i5, which only has 4 cores and 4 threads. In the past, with the 3rd Gen of CPUs, having that 4 extra threads wasn't so useful for gaming, so the majority of gamers were comfortable just having an i5 for gaming. It was a matter of price versus functionality, hence many gamers chose to save money on the i5 rather than get the i7. However, modern titles such as Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 tend to require more than 4 threads to run without bottlenecking.
Is it relevant in 2019? I think it holds its own. But I'll still recommend you to get a whole new PC. Why? But because of advances in technology on Intel side, it's much better to upgrade your CPU, for example from a Core i5 to Core i7, to take advantage of newer titles such as Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, Tomb Raider and
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Watch my video here about Raid, where I talk about my PC Raid. Or you may watch my tech videos over here. Remember to click the RealMelTan logo here to subscribe and click the bell button to know when I put up new videos. It's RealMelTan out.